Our next speaker is Alina Beckerman. She will be presenting What's the Deal with Dealer Cooperatives. Alina is the CRV Zero Waste Coordinator at SF Environment, stewarding beverage container deposit return programs like the SF Bottle Bank. Since 2015, she has held diverse roles in zero waste and sustainability, from managing waste streams at major facilities to collaborating with cities on their litter data footprint. Alina also serves on the NCRA Technical Council for green events, venues, and initiatives. And she previously served as secretary on the NCRA Board of Directors. Oh, sorry, I was covering the camera. Come up, Alina. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here in this amazing place. I'm going to start this with lots of questions and hopefully we'll get some answers. And first question, raise your hand if you recycle. Great. I want to see every single hand up in the air. Everybody here recycles. Come on. All right. All right. Let's see. Get these slides going. Yes. Slides. Slides. A little help. Slides. AV Sports slides. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We all recycle. Great. Next question. Raise your hand if you redeem your CRV containers, meaning your bottles and cans, you have those, you redeem them, you get your money back. Raise your hand. All right, a few hands are up in the air in the back and over here in the front. Great, great. Cool. Now raise your hand if you redeem your CRV and it's within a mile of where you bought it. Anybody? Do you redeem your CRV and it's within a mile of where you purchased that CRV container? I see like one hand. Okay, two. Okay, okay. Yeah, next slide, please. So that's really the problem, y'all. You're redeeming your CRV, next slide. And you can't get it within a mile of where you purchase it. It's a problem. And this is a problem the state is working to solve. 70% of your CRV are redeemed in one way or another, but they're not redeemed in a way that's convenient to you. Next slide. So how do you get it to be convenient? What is the way to get your money back that's going to be convenient to you? Will you be able to drop off a bag of recycling at a grocery store? Will you be able to take just a couple of containers and put them in a reverse vending machine? Will you be able to go to your kids' school as part of their PTA, start a collection fund and get CRV into that PTA program? Would those solutions work for you? Maybe. TBD. Maybe all of those solutions would work for you. And that's what CalRecycle recycling centers are all over the state are looking to do. Folks really want to solve this. And that's what SB 1013 is about. Have you all heard of 1013? Some of you have, yeah, cool. Next slide, please. So what did SB 1013 do? Next slide, please. Thank you. SB 1013 did a lot. It expanded CRV. You can now redeem CRV within a mile. So that location has changed in rural communities. It's gone from 3 miles to 5 miles. So there should be recycling centers somewhere within that geography. You can now redeem your bottles, cans, wine, distilled liquor, and boxed wine, pouches, etc. All of those bladders and the ladder are 25 cents. 25 cents, you're paying 25 cents deposit and you can't get it back within a mile of where you bought it. What also happened is that $100 in lieu fee. So when stores didn't redeem, they paid $100 in lieu of redeeming. That's gone. So what now? Next slide. What now is that retailers have the responsibility on the next slide to redeem in store. They're supposed to redeem in store because there's no current solution other than redeeming in store. The in lieu fee is gone. And so retailers really are responsible for finding innovative redemption solutions, finding what it is that needs to get done, and figuring out if they're going to join a dealer cooperative. What's a dealer cooperative? I'll tell you soon. But in essence, a dealer cooperative will need to create participation with retailers in their area. They'll need to do some outreach. They'll need to do some reporting. They'll need to provide their sales numbers. They'll need to have a lot of performance metrics that they deliver to CalRecycle. And that's it. No problem, right? Dealer cooperatives. Next slide. So this is the model, right? You're going to have retailers grouping together around a recycling center. Maybe they'll have reverse vending machines. Maybe they'll have bag drop. Maybe they'll have solutions that your community needs. But how are they going to organize together to get all that done? Will they do it at a local level? Will they do it at a regional level? Or will it be at a state level? How many dealer cooperatives will there be? Today, there are, any guesses? 0. There are 0 registered dealer cooperatives, despite the fact that dealer cooperatives should have been in effect in 2025, January 1, but the regulations aren't finalized. That's okay. CalRecycle is working on getting public feedback, and that's what you're here for, providing some of that public feedback. So what's the solution? Is there a solution? Maybe. Next slide, please. The California Grocers Association is the first organization that's taking a stab at creating the very first dealer cooperative. The Circular CRV Association is that organization. Their goal will be to serve customers with the help of recycling centers. So the recycling centers will serve the retailers, recycling center will serve the customers. Who will serve the recycling centers? How will recycling centers be supported? Lots of questions. The requirement of the dealer cooperative will be for capacity to be met. All of the retailer sales will need to be met by the stewardship program of the dealer cooperative. How will that be done all across California is to be seen. The CCRV Association is here to make some of those solutions possible. They're working with recycling centers from Crescent City all the way down to Chula Vista. That's the whole state. And that's the goal, is to create solutions. Can it be done with one dealer cooperative, or will it take regional dealer cooperatives? That's the other question. So next slide, please. So what do you do? How do you make this happen in your local communities? Ask your local government, ask your local recycling centers, what are some of the innovative redemption solutions that they're working on? Are they working on CRV donations? Are they working on bag drop? Are they partnering with reverse vending machine manufacturers? Are they thinking about the future of how their recycling center can thrive? Retailers are responsible ultimately. Retailers are the ones that hold the key to the solutions here. They need to participate. So talk to your retailers. If they're under 5,000 square feet and they earn less than 1.5 million in revenue annually, they're exempt. So no worries about those small retailer grocery stores that are in your neighborhood. They're exempt from these very, very arduous requirements that dealer cooperatives are placing and CalRecycle is requiring. But the large grocers, your Whole Foods, your Safeways, your Lucky's, all of those stores are responsible for either redeeming in store or joining a dealer cooperative. And so they must redeem in store today. So go to your local grocery store and ask them, are you redeeming my CRV? And if they're not, take a minute and call CalRecycle. Email CalRecycle and let them know that it's not happening, because your voice is what it will make the change. It really will. This is what I've heard, and this is what I'm telling you today. So while I have left you with lots and lots of questions, I just want to let you know that you have some of the answers in your hands, and you too can ask the questions of the retailers and of CalRecycle, because you have the right to get your money back. That's it. Thank you so much. Last slide, please. Questions? More questions? Just press the button under the mic. I can't hear you yet.
Yeah. Really get it. Okay, so just you with a little bit. Okay, good. Okay. All right, slow learner. Some of the grocery stores, yeah, have limitations on how they take back CRP. For example, they take back $2.50, or they'll only take 10 items each individual in a plastic. It literally gone to multiple stores and these weird little limitations, or they'll only take 20 items. Can you speak to that?
Send a complaint to CalRecycle.
Alina, we've got another question for you.
Okay, hi. So once we send a complaint to CalRecycle, what does that process look like and take to get stores to initiate action and taking the bottles?
That's a great question. CalRecycle does have some pretty long timelines. So there's a 30-day waiting period from when they get the complaint to when they tell the retailer. There's a 60-day timeline for when the retailer can start establishing their CRV program, depending on what is required by the recycling center that they're going to be working with. So there are subsequent steps that CalRecycle will need to take once a complaint comes in. But that complaint is the very first step to letting CalRecycle know that that retailer is out of compliance. So to that first question, they should be taking all of the containers. They should be taking up to a very large amount of pounds of containers, 100 or so. There's no way that that limit that they're putting on you is acceptable. So that's not what they should be doing, and it will take a while from when that first complaint is filed to when something will happen. But it starts the record. That information is now with CalRecycle. It's their responsibility to follow up.
All right, my question is, do you know about how much is collected a year into a CRA fund and what what those funds are used for?
Yes, yeah, not yes, and like all of the yes, but, there are over $800 million that are out there to be used for programs. There is a city-county payment program that all cities are able to receive. It's a non-competitive grant that, cities and counties are able to get. And that comes from the beverage container fund. There are the conservation corps that are funded through redemption programs. And there are grants that are also created as a result of the beverage container fund. So all the money that you're not getting back, as you saw in the room, that's being left on the table is coming to CalRecycle. Those are pooling in the coffers of CalRecycle for these programs.
And then
It is in the hundreds of millions.
That's it.
CalRecycle.org.
Google it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
All right, thank you so much. I'm being escorted off.
What a fun job. I am the president behind you. Okay.